what fitness program is right for you, and how to not train like a fucking jabroni. You heard? The following program is rated TVMANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. Look at the hair. Look at this guy. What's going on, fam? It's your boy Papa Swole back with some more nuts on yo chin. It's your boy, and I got the F Your Pink Drink shirt still available. And just as I did the couple days before, the Never Go Full Steve is still available. So make sure you go and check that out if you have not yet already. I was looking through the interwebs, as I often do, and don't, because I'm usually doing my Daily Swole podcast. And as we're talking about today, as per on the board behind me, that we are launching the brand new program, Scorched Earth, on Monday. So I'm super stoked about that. That's a very particular strength endurance program that's going to help build upon those of you that are Swolenormous X members that have done the 90-day dash, or you're coming off of Swole season and you're looking to tighten up before the summer because fuck your resolutions is gone. Like, I mean, it's gone, but maybe you said you were going to do a resolution, but where are you at now? It's March, people. It's fucking March. And rather than go Hambone Jones on all the Plyo jabroni action that Steve Cook has been providing us and The Biggest Loser, that's one example of something that we've covered that is not how to train properly, especially for people that are undertrained and morbidly obese. Obviously, you don't want to do Plyo. Just stay the fuck away from Plyo with anyone new. So I have people asking me silly questions like, Papa Swolio, I work out 6 days a week and I'm always hungry. Is that normal? Yeah, it's normal. You're moving your body. It's normal to feel hungry, like you have to eat to survive. And I have other people mentioning all these different HIIT training programs that they're doing, and they're struggling to lose the last 10 to 15 pounds and all this HIIT crap. I mean, Madalin Giorgetta is still putting out HIIT crap and little bedroom workouts in Bali, wherever the fuck she is, just showing her ass angle. You know, look at me, look at my booty jiggling, look at my knee valgus, check this out, woo! Like, the word HIIT, the high intensity interval training, has gotten blown so far out of proportion because now you have people that associate feeling tired or sweating with a good workout. Listen, training is different than exercise. If you want to just get tired, then go drag a bag of bricks around all day. You'll be exhausted and you'll be fucking sore. But that's not what a proper workout means. That's not what a proper workout entails. A proper workout is progressive overload that's designed for your needs, designed for your experience. For example, I don't recommend that if you've never worked out before that you join Swolenormous X and jump right into Scorched Earth. You need to have a solid fitness foundation. And I got a question today that made me want to discuss this because it's kind of like all coming together. I got a bunch of DMs and a bunch of messages about the Madalin Giorgetta HIIT workouts. I also got messages about Steve Cook and Plyo and when do I think Plyo is effective. And I also got a lot of messages about Scorched Earth because we were talking about it today on the podcast. Oh, make sure you check the links below if you haven't yet subscribed to the podcast channel. Go live every single day. That being said, someone asked me today, what makes Swolenormous X so different? What makes the Swolenormous X program so different? And the first thing that I said is, it's not a program. And I'll reiterate that right now. Swolenormous X is not a program. I have, and we have, and the Swole fam has programs. We also have a full yoga studio coming up on 100 classes that you can stream anytime, 24/7, 365. We have an entire meditation section, our brain gain section. We have our Swolosophy section with lessons that help you stay focused with your training, with your nutrition, with all 7 pillars. It's more than just programming. That's why Swolenormous X is different, but it's also very similar. Because one of the problems with fitness programs, and here's the real kicker, here's where I tie everything in together, is that a lot of programs try to be different. A lot of training protocols try to be different, to be gimmicky. A lot of programs and training protocols try to be different just for the sake of being different. What's different about John's program as opposed to Jim's program, as opposed to Mary's program? A lot of it is exercise that works. And a lot of programs out there fucking work. What about this method? What about this style? What about this? A lot of them work. There are a lot of great programs out there. There are a lot of great trainers and great fitness professionals, right? My career and my experience is built on the backs of giants. I learned from people that have come before me. We all look up to people like Arnold and all these greats of bodybuilding and people that really championed fitness before it was what it is today. But obviously, a lot of other things go with that. The whole bodybuilding scene and anabolic steroid scene. And then you have the fat burners. You have the people, the marketing aspect and the get rich quick and the lose fat fat, quick type schemes. Let's bring it back to actual training. It's not about being different. It's about being consistent. That's pillar 7 is consistency. It's about training properly for your needs. Are you a beginner? Then you shouldn't be doing tons of plyometrics and you shouldn't be trying to max out. You shouldn't be doing a strength program if you've never worked out before. Let's get people started properly. The way the world works right now, the way society is, because the majority of people are overweight and obese, we need to fix problems before we start working from zero. We're not at zero. That's a big issue. Is that everyone's trying to do more. I don't want to eat less. I just want to work and burn it off. So people are burning themselves into the fucking ground, trying to burn 2,000-3,000 calories a day, just training and cardio and just fucking starving themselves because they're doing calorie restriction. They're counting, they're number picking, crunching, and they're counting calories, but they're eating shit fucking calories. So let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to a proper approach to fitness, nutrition, mindfulness. Again, the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, that's what we talk about all the fucking time. If you haven't downloaded it yet, link is in the description. Download your free copy. It's great. It just sets the foundation and sets the tone for what you should keep as your rock bottom. That goes below everything, every ideology, every belief you have. It's still approaching things from the right methodology. It's approaching nutrition by the fuel that works best for your body. If you want to be a vegan, fine. Carnivore, fine. You do an elimination diet, you figure out which works best, and you fucking go after it. Your training program. Don't do an advanced program because you saw a bodybuilder on Instagram fucking do it. It's not for you. It's for that person. And the thing is, we as creators, we want to get views. We want to get attention. But a lot of creators gone influencer status, they just promote the most outlandish shit they can think of. They market, but they market the gimmicky aspect of their training approach. They try to make it different. They try to add a new exercise in. Anyone that's doing the fanciest fucking exercise in the gym, usually 99% of the time has no fucking gains, has no progress. They're doing something fancy they saw online. They have no fucking foundation. There's the reason why the basic 3 lifts, right? Squat, bench, deadlift. They fucking work. They work. That's the backbone. Little tweaks with the squat to suit an individual. Sure. Little tweaks with the deadlift, maybe conventional sumo depending on the person. Sure. Bench, dumbbell, barbell. Sure. But the fucking basics. And the reason why the basics don't get a lot of love is because you don't necessarily feel drenched in sweat and exhausted after a strength training workout. Because you're resting, you're repairing, but you're overloading your body to stimulate growth for the next several days, weeks, months, years. We're building. If you're just exhausting yourself running around, how come I'm doing all these weights? I'm doing HIIT training 5 days a week and I'm running this day. I'm running because you're not fucking building any muscle. You're just running around lifting light weights, exhausting yourself. You're doing a lot of cardiovascular stress. You're not building lean tissue that your body is going to repair. You're just trying to out-calorie and out-burn what you're eating. That's not going to lead to anything successful. Really. I mean, some of you are going to have good outcomes from that, but a bodybuilding approach, forget about the sport of bodybuilding. Let's think about what those words mean. Building your body. Build your body. Bodybuilding, but real bodybuilding, where you're evenly distributing your stress and your focus on different muscle groups. You're changing it up. You're doing isolation, doing compound movements. You're also moving in all planes of motion. You're practicing yoga. You're doing stabilization training. You're properly deloading. You're practicing yoga and you're giving your body that recovery that it needs. I mean, these are the things that we should be teaching people because the majority, like literally anyone that you talk to about fitness needs to repair before they need to add, before they need to proactively push themselves above that 0 point because they're not even at 0. They're starting behind. They're behind the line of fucking scrimmage because they've been eating like shit for 30 years. They've been sitting on their fucking ass for 30 years. You can't just throw someone into the fucking fire. You can't just have some obese person doing fucking box jumps. You know, these bullshit little hotel room HIIT training. I mean, come on, there's an application, but literally those fucking things are a load of shit. You're better off resting, doing some yoga because you traveled and you're in a hotel room and you're probably stressed from the airline travel or from the food or from the time difference. Like, you can exercise. Let's be real here. I mean, a little bit of HIIT training in a hotel room isn't really making the difference. And a lot of times these online programs, these 30-day challenges, these little fucking gimmicks that these so-called fitness professionals do are just a load of crap. It takes perseverance, hard fucking work. The reason why people don't lose fat to their satisfaction is that they're not patient. They're not doing it the right way. They're not focusing on food quality. They're only counting numbers. They're trying to exhaust themselves to outbalance the caloric intake on a scale. You know, if you're trying to gain muscle and build muscle and bulk up, why? because eating is so much fucking harder than lifting heavy. Eating is so much harder than going to the gym. It's so much harder than lifting. That's the hardest fucking part, is eating when you're full and eating quality food so you don't put on tons of fat and you don't feel like shit. You're not consuming tons of goddamn chemicals. I mean, fam, this is what real training is all about. It's not pretty. There are a lot of different ways to do it, but one of the best ways to be different is to not be different, but deliver it in a holistic manner. So that's what I do with Swolenormous X. I'm not reinventing the fucking wheel. Sure, I have new things, I have new approaches, I have new mindset, but I didn't invent a fucking bench press. I didn't invent a squat. I didn't invent lunges or curls. It's just applying that. It's just applying that over and over again, so you don't injure yourself, so you stay focused, so you stay consistent, so you are doing it and learning how to customize and learning how to do it. I teach you inside Swolenormous X. I teach you how to fish. I don't just shove some fucking omega-3s down your throat. I want you to learn what works best for your body, because it makes you a more dynamic, a more flexible, literally and figuratively person. You can adapt. If you understand what foods work best for you, you can make those decisions. You don't have to bring your Tupperwares everywhere. You don't have to have all your meals shipped to you or suck down supplements for a week. You know what foods work best for your body. You can make better decisions. So I don't want you to be a slave to the scale, whether you're weighing yourself or you're weighing your food. I don't want you to think that you have to exhaust yourself in the fucking gym. It's not about destroying yourself. It's about overloading yourself, but properly. And a lot of people are jumping too much into the deep end with the program, or they're just not training hard enough and they're focusing on surface level bullshit and fancy fucking crap. So let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for you to fucking get started. So comment below if you are taking your training seriously, if you agree, disagree, what kind of training are you doing? And if you want to learn more about Swolenormous X and join Swolenormous X, because the launch of Scorched Earth is coming on Monday and it's going to be fucking fire. If you're already in Swolenormous X, drop down below what you think. And if you're doing Scorched Earth starting on Monday, and I love you, fam. I want you to do better. I want you to look through a lot of this bullshit online and make sure that you're not just taking these videos that I make and that you see as just, ooh, I feel good, I'm motivated today. Because motivated doesn't get you results. That puts you in a good mood for right now. But what is going to inspire you to be disciplined and consistent as fuck and dedicated every day? You're not going to feel like it all the time. I don't even know how much. More than half the time, I don't feel like going to the gym. I mean, it's a top priority, but I have other things to do. And I've been to the gym so many times. It's just what I do. And guess what? I feel great when I'm there. I feel great when I'm done, and it works. But you have to do the things that you have to do. It's not whether or not you want to do them. So fucking get off your ass and stop doing bullshit training and do it the right way. Fix your fucking problems, address your real nutrition issues, stop being lazy, be patient. You're in this for the lifetime. You're in this for the fucking long haul, not a couple weeks, not a 30-day fucking challenge or a 6-week shred. Let's fucking get after it. Click the link below if you want to learn more about Swolenormous X, if you want to download the 7 pillars, if you want to get the Never Go Full Steve and the Fuck Your Pink Drink gear, if you want to check out the podcast. I mean, there's so much stuff going on in the Swole sphere. So much stuff. It's time to make some steak, fam. I love you. Peace the fuck out, son. The sick fucking games. Ooh, I look good. Why didn't you tell me? Hey, what's up, guy? How you doing? I see you, baby.
Ay, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swolio put nuts on their chin, like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey, like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is gray. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury.